Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, December 31st, 2014. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and I want to say thank you so much for another awesome year of checking me out. And I should have a video up all about my Leo King end of the year address, so you can check that out on my YouTube channel or it's on my website. But before we take a look at the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King energy meter to get an understanding where all the energy is for your New Year's Eve. And the energy that I'm putting for this New Year's Eve is in the hot position. That is because we are going to have an interesting T-square today with the moon in Taurus that wants to feel great and grounded. It's going to make a square to Jupiter in Leo and a square over to Mars in Aquarius. And I think it's interesting that this energy is brewing. This is all about this Mars and Jupiter opposition. It's like before you overdo your actions, I think that there's a lot of, your beliefs that you have to look at before you jump into things. This is also Jupiter and Leo trying to expand your happiness and expand love, expand your heart. But it's like, if you're jumping into certain connections that might be, not the best for your heart or not the best for your happiness, I think you got to look at this, especially as I think a lot of this energy is about watching how hard you pull the trigger or how hard you push the gas right now, as Mars opposed Jupiter is making sure that you see all the options before you jump into it, before, I think there's a lot that you have to look at. The moon square Mars means to not jump so hard. And with moon square Jupiter, to make sure you see everything before you emotionally maybe know something. The positive is the moon will make nice trines over to Mercury and Venus. So I think there's a lot of, emotional and mental clarity of communicating right, and especially about feeling good. So I think there's a lot of feel-good energy, but I think it's all about making sure that you just don't jump the gun and that you look at all the options before you jump in your life. This is definitely an energy. I think that's a lot more about grounding energy today. And I think it can be difficult if you're trying to, throw the biggest party of your life. I think there's a lot to make sure that you're looking at. And I think that this is an interesting way to come into this new year with a moon in Taurus that wants to ground and feel great in our life and look at the big plans. And I think this is about making sure that you just don't leap into any connection, because once you jump on that starship in the universe, it can go anywhere. That's Mars in Aquarius. It wants to disconnect and kind of go all over and jump in the spaceship. But Jupiter in Leo is wanting to find that great kingdom in your life. And I think it's important to pay attention to what is the best kingdom you can have, and to not just jump. That sometimes you might have to take your time, and Capricorn's all about taking your time and all about making the right plans. And so pay attention to that today. Don't jump into something. Don't overdo things. Make sure that you look at all options before you take advantage of things. And also, this is a fixed T-square. It can definitely be where you want to fixate on one thing and have it be one way. But, I think a lot of the energy is making sure that you look at all the other options before you're so set on something. And that's an interesting way to come into this new year. I think this new year is about being open because Saturn is in Sagittarius. And that is the energy now. Stay open, learn to see all the doorways, learn to see all these open doors as you step into this New Year's Eve, and be open. It can go anywhere. But if you're so set on it being one way, you might forget that there's a whole set of the universe to aim at in your life. And that's where things are coming for this New Year's Eve. Check out my website, theleoking.com and leoking.lookstack.com to get access to my sun sign horoscopes, my daily tarot, my daily relationship readings. It's all there on my Android and Apple app as well. Thank you so much for an awesome 2014, and I can't wait to see you in 2015.